The work I'm presenting for the Prix Marcel Duchamp is a work that I began in 2013 entitled Flowers for Africa. The work is a protocolor work, which means that through archival image and text which I've written, I give clear instructions onto how the work should be reproduced each time that it is shown. That means that there is a great variety of interpretation and also difference between each manifestation of the protocol. The protocol itself is based on an image which shows a floral arrangement present during a moment of historic importance when an African country becomes independent. This event could be something like the signing of an accord. It could be a negotiation between two hostile parties. It could also be a simple celebration of the day in which a country becomes independent from its protectorate or its colonial overseer. The photo is then taken to a florist with whom I discuss, and the florist will recreate the floral arrangement found in the archival image to the best of his, her, or their ability. The interpretation, of course, varies from at once what the florist can see in the image, because the images are not always entirely clear. Information is sometimes lacking from the photo, as it's in white, and most of them are in black and white. The colors are not always defined. And also, as the floral arrangements are often secondary to the human actors in the photo, they're not always in the sharpest of focus, or they're behind human bodies, or they're on the edges of the image. So they're sometimes partial information that is able to be given to the florist. But with that information, the florist will do their best to recreate the floral arrangement. That floral arrangement is then placed on a plinth in the exhibition space and left to dry, wilt up for the duration of the exhibition, which means that there's no attempt to restore or to preserve the flowers as they begin to fade away. I studied anthropology as well as comparative religion, and I suppose that those first training in those fields of social science have influenced the way that I work, and so that I have quite a research-based practice. So I'm very comfortable reading articles, going into archives, and trying to find the primary documents which will allow me to better understand a moment in time. So I suppose that that's a rigor of research that my first training instilled in me has carried through to my artistic practice. I have both Canadian and French nationality now, as I've lived in France for some years. And I suppose those two cultures or two positions in the world influence and contribute to who I am. But not only those things, I would say other aspects of my life experiences also form the person that I am and the artist that I try to be.